It's Tuesday night, Touchdown Tuesday. We normally have our local club wobble. Our league night is a Tuesday night. And occasionally I get to play my Skaven team at the league. If I'm not playing some other silly build, then Skaven is my go-to team. And I'm missing playing them a bit. So we are going to be looking for a game in the Bonehead Podcast Cup. Let's find an opponent. We should have one lined up. We got one in the Discord. And we're going to be running our Skaven team. So the Never Bay Nightmares for the Bonehead Podcast Cup. This will be our second game in. We got a win last game against J-Man, against Jared's Dwarf team. We stole and ran away with a 3-0 win, to be honest with you. And from that, we got one gutter runner level up with a block skill. So, not bad. Happy with that, really, to be honest. Can't beat a gutter runner with block. It's pretty useful. Let's just say hello in the chat. There we go. Hey Steve, how you doing? How's things going? How you feeling? Right, let's go. Are we searching for a game? We are searching for our game here. So one win in, which is pretty cool. I'm very happy with that. Let me just bounce around. Make sure everything is working. We are good to go. So let's have a look in our Discord. So we have a Discord, the Bonehead Podcast Discord, and in there we have a great bunch of Blood Bowlers. Let's go here and we'll put the link into the chat. There we go, and we'll pop it there so you can see the chat. Jump in the Discord, join the Bonehead Podcast Cup ladder. Can play some Blood Bowl 2 with a good bunch. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to pop over and have a look because it's going to be Matt's BBL, which could be really cool. If all stays well, back to work Thursday. Steve, that's fantastic news. That is really good. I'm glad. It's funny, isn't it? 6 months ago, that would have been a horrible thing to say to someone. I hope you go back to work soon. But these days, getting back to work, getting back to some sense of normality is an absolute treat. And the sooner the world calms down, the sooner it goes back to normal, the sooner we can get that Snotling team out. Because I'm very excited to find out how it plays. Because I played the Stunty League Snotling team on Sunday night for Lockdown Bowl. And it was carnage, to be honest with you. It was a complete fiasco. Got absolutely destroyed. That video will be up a bit later on today. I just need to finish off putting the description into YouTube. Great fun though to play a completely different team. Ran against a skink team. Hey, there he is, Matt's BBL. Do you think it'll be a spike issue? Oh, absolutely. One thing that is really good about Games Workshop that no one can argue about is when they get these little ideas to go and do something silly, they tend to dive in. So obviously it upsets the old school Blood Bowl fans because they introduce new rules and new things. I mean, look at the giant with the ogres. So yeah, I think we're going to see a very, very, very exciting Spike magazine with probably some crazy inducements. Steve also excited for the snots to come out. Let's cross fingers. Yeah. Oh, Steve, I don't know if you managed to catch my game on Sunday, but I would have let you down. You would have been disappointed in me. I didn't give the ball to the pump wagon, and I think that was why I lost. I did try. I got distracted. I made a very big misplay, and before I knew it, a bunch of Croxigores destroyed the pumps. Patrick in chat says, Steve, work, don't remind me. Gonna get up 4 in the morning. Oh, Patrick, that is brutal. That is brutal. Hey, Rob, thanks for joining us. How you doing? But yeah, no, really excited for that Snotling team. And really excited for Lockdown Bowl. So there's only one game left in the first round, which means Rob himself, viewing at the moment, will be pulling the draw for the next round. Which means I can write another round review, and I'll do a better job this time. I'm quite happy with what I wrote. I'm not happy with how it was displayed. I think it was kind of... it was rushed because I got excited and just absolutely hooned through. Let's cancel that. Find an opponent. Let's try again. 23 seconds. That's a good shot. Those Crocs Carpenter, Steve. Yeah, it was bad. They got destroyed. I had a troll that was missed next game, but because I had so much cash left over, I just bought a new troll to make sure I'm up there. Anthony, how you doing? Interested to see what the new skill or rule is. Oh, you mean Swarm? Yeah, Swarm could be all kinds of things. It might just be they can play more players, and we are into our game here. So we are playing against Fated to Die. Okay, so let's have a quick look at our opposing team. Look, I remembered, finally. After streaming for a month, I finally remembered. Okay, so we've got Mummy, White. We've got a White with, I think, Strip Ball, was it? Mighty Blow, okay, fine. And 1 Ghoul, 2 Ghouls, a couple of Zombies, a load of Zombies, 3 Ghouls. So we've got 3 Ghouls to look out for, 2 Mummies, 2 Whites, and 3 rerolls. Alright, I think we can do that. I think we get 50k. Let's have a keg. And we'll get into the game. So, Skaven versus Undead. I'm going to lose some linemen here. I should have bought an extra lineman. I've got 60k in the treasury, but I'm saving up to replace a gutter runner or a blitzer when they die. Robert Williams Day, your round review was fantastic. Thank you very much. I think I've only got 1 wrong so far. There was a couple of draws which I'm gonna take half a point for. Matt, yeah, I've got an iPhone. Yeah, absolutely. Comes with the build, the way I run Skaven. But the way I run Skaven, I just lose players. I lose all the good players. So, Anthony, what do you think the swarm rule is going to be? There's the beautiful green and yellow of my team. Absolutely love the Undead in this game. It'd be interesting to see what they do, how much they change if they bring out Blood Bowl 3 anytime soon. Okay, so our opponent gets to choose whether to receive or kick. I'm going to assume with a bash versus dash here, he's going to kick to us. And that is the case. So our opponent is deploying. They've got 1 player at least in reserve. Let's toggle the skills on here. And where are you? Yeah, not very many extra skills there. Just a gutter with block and a white with mighty blow. We're going to have to keep an eye on that mighty blow guy. Hey, Stuart, how are you? Anthony says, I'm scared to speculate. Hey, Big Mac Milton. How you doing, Milton? Sorry, we're not running orcs. But we do have block on a gutter runner, so I've got 3 block players for you. No giant bases though. So, how is our opponent setting up? We've got whites in the... Oh, interesting. If this is the build, it feels like they're giving us the 2-turn touchdown. There's some strong counterplay available with a ghoul, but that... It seems appropriate. It would have been more appropriate to say yesterday, but it's a trap. Sounds about right. James, the Dwarf Lord House is in the chat. How you doing, James? How's your horrible dwarf team coming along? Rob, no, probably not doing any fumble tonight. I'm very tempted to join a league or get a Wobble League or a Bonehead Podcast League set up with secret teams, but I don't want to. I don't want to get in the way of all the great work that you were doing with the lockdown bolt. So what do we got? We've got a dude there, and we've got a dude there, which means this dude here is the dude that we need to do the scorings with, and you as well. Okay, so we want the thrower close, and we want the skilled up gutter back, because what we want to do is we want to use that gutter to try and collect the ball if it goes wide. We've got the thrower to collect the ball if it goes short. Let's drop over our 2 players here because we want the blitzer to free up that guy, and we want to have some linemen in defense, so you can go there and you can go there. Actually, we're going to swap this gutter here with this lineman. We want to blitz a hole here. Well, not even blitz, we just want to block a hole here, go in here, blitz him in, and then spread out and hopefully form a decent cage. We're going to go for the 2-turn because we want as many players as possible for when we defend against him. Stuart says hi. Rob not playing fumble. Steve, what if Swarm was just allowing more on field? Do you think that would be a good thing? Okay, we get brilliant coaching, so we both get reroll extra, so we're both up to 4, and that was a pretty sweet centralized kick here. It is raining, so the pickup is going to be a bit more of a challenge. So we can pick up with a gutter, which is only going to be a 3+. We don't get the integral reroll, or we pick up with this guy on a 4+. So I think we're going to do something unusual with the way I play Skaven. We're going to protect the ball. Hey, Zeros, Triple O in the chat. How are you? Ben Skaven. Ian has had the joys of suffering my ridiculous luck with Skaven on the pitch at Beachhead. So we're going to block this dude, and we are going to follow up. Alright, sweet. So we can now run a dude in and get a blitz to try and punch that hole. Actually, I think we'll go there, you know. Let's tag him in place, and we'll take a blitz with our blitzer, and hopefully we can pop the white down. Alright, brilliant. We get the dodge star that we're after, so we pop him down there. We're going to stay put because we want to tag the ghoul in place, because that... how far can we go? Not very far, so I think it's probably better to just... Where's the best way? I think that's probably going to be all we can do. So what we'd like to do here is pick up the ball, give it to this gutter, run down here, protect on the side. It is going to be tricky where it's raining, but we haven't used a reroll yet, so I think we're just going to have a crack. We get the ball. Can you believe it? So he's going to swing it round. I do like using gutters as pass players, but right, which one of you guys? It's you. Let's see if we can't burn a reroll here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, do we burn the reroll? If we fail, the ball has got a good chance at landing where we want it to. It's okay. It's okay. We got away with that. Now we've got 2 gutters that we can form a side cage with, and a lone lineman here that can run through, and we can tag the ghoul using a go for it right at the very end. So we want to put our other gutter there. The side cage is never certain. It can be advantageous. We're going to run this guy up to here. We're going to take a free block in a second. Now, before I make any misclicks, let's put the ball carrier in there. And then this lineman. Oh, that's not pass. There you go. I did say, trying our very best to stop against misclicks. This ghoul is probably going to be a problem for us. So we're going to take the go for it in an attempt to at least force them to do the dodge. He gets it, so he doesn't die, and that means we get a nice cheeky 2-die block here on the zombie. We're going to pop him there, we're going to follow up, and that should give us a little bit extra resilience on the line, and we will pass the turn. So, back in chat. Steve, I will absolutely add you on Fumble. We'll have to get some Secret League or something on the go. Big Mac Mill, Underworld, greater than Skaven. Do you know what, Milton? I think I might have to run an all Underworld, all Goblin team at some point. 1 troll, rest Goblins. See if we can't get Skitter to do some horrible, horrible things. Rob says in the Twitch that Swarm would help with fouling. Now, people did start theory hammering that Swarm would be guard for fouling or something. Stuart says, I love Skaven. I'm terrible at Blood Bowl, though. Nonsense. You cannot be terrible at Blood Bowl. You can only be brave. You are either good at Blood Bowl or brave at Blood Bowl. And if you're playing to have fun, and you're playing to make brave things happen, you're my kind of coach. But maybe that just means I'm terrible at Blood Bowl too. Triple O says, Skaven side cage coming. Ben's speciality. It does work. Are we going to see a go for it here to stop it and to force those rerolls? It looks like Matt's... It looks like UberMedic is going to let us have a crack at the touchdown. Going to go for the ghoul dodge blitz in there, or the mummy blitz. Interesting. I think we're just seeing our opponent have a look at his options here. Okay. It's a ghoul dodge. The ghoul goes down. Twice. Oh, absolutely brutal. And very, very, very lucky for us. Fuse Knight says, Nuffle favours the bold. Exactly. There's a film where they use that line. 13th Warrior, is it? Fortune favours the bold if his courage holds or something. Right, we have got an opportunity to score immediately, or let's score. Let's score. We've not got any massively profitable blocks. Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, yes, we do. This is greedy. I like greed. Ah, take the POW. We'll pop him down. I was thinking that maybe we could get a little bit of a surf on the go. Let's run this gutter in, and that's going to bring him to 6 SPP. So that's... Even if the rest of the game sucks, we'll at least be leveling up with 1 gutter runner. Return of the Clumsy Ghouls. Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't you that I had the game with where everything was great except the ghouls dodging. Because that would have been horrific. Expert Beard, how you doing? Always surf. Yeah, it seemed greedy, but I had to go for it. It was. Oh, that game was horrifically bad. That was. Yeah, I remember that game. That was Ogres or Snotlings? Ogres, yeah. Rob, stop baiting in the chat there. Real men foul before they score. I'll resume marking exams. Oh, how's that going? And lurking. Good man. That's. Hey, if we could take the edge off the exams marking, that sounds good. Right, so we need to choose 3 linemen to die. Unfortunately, buddy, it's going to be you. It's going to be you. It's not going to be you because you are a storm vermin, but it is going to be you. So we're going to spread these guys wide, and then we're going to stack up quite a close defense, I think. We've got Undead, so there is an opportunity that we can get a bit of an onside kick going. We've got a billion gutter runners, so we should have the movement in the backfield. If there's a breakthrough, I'm going to allow the flank. The Undead don't have a huge amount of movement, so I'm going to allow the flank run. Because even though ghouls are movement 7, they've got dodge. Their speciality is dodging in theory. So actually, let's let them get in. If they can tie all our players up, we could get a mob gutter block to turn the ball over. So it's a cunning plan. And lurking, it sucks. Oh, man. Or just give them all bees and then play Blood Bowl. Probably a very bad idea there. Okay, so we are going to be looking at our opponent's deployment here. He's got a 3rd ghoul. So 1 to carry the ball, 2 to score with, and whites are also very scory. Let's pop that cup of tea down for a second. I think, here we go. Right, we're all set. So, do we just, we want it to be safe. It's raining. So there is a negative modifier to the pick, and we get a blitz. And that is a short ball. Okay, this could be incredible for us. So we are going to bring some guys around. Undead in the rain minus Ange is a nightmare for them. Slow grind of Skaven coming. Yeah, I can see lots of murder happening, but we've got an opportunity that we really want to capitalize on here. To use Lewis terminology, let's tag that chap and also corner the ball. We are going to do this. You're just going to go stand on the ball. And we are going to bring him over. This gutter is going to go down and just kind of play safety here. Alright, we've got Gutter here who is going to take up point there, I think. And just hopefully if we fail the catch, because it's definitely not a certainty. And oh, Blitzy, Mugblitzer here is going to have a crack at this chap with an assist. Alright, boom. We get the dodge down. He goes there. We follow up. Let's get out of the tackle zone. And let's go. He wasn't prone, so let's go there. It's going to give him the good block against me, but it will give him something to do, so a bit of a distraction. So, end the turn and see how we go. Yes, we get the ball. That is a huge play. What's the best Skaven position? Says Milton. It's got to be the gutters. I mean, the blitzers are great. They're just human linemen that get mutation access on a double. So, human blitzers. And human blitzers are great players, but the gutter is fantastic. And that's the... Can you imagine if the Underworld team had gutter runners? Instead of blitzers, but had gutter runners. It would be gutter runners and goblins. Okay, so a 2-die block here. Mummy on a lineman, and it's a skull and both down. So that's going to have to be a reroll burn for them into skull push. So we get away with that block there. Teddy RJ says, what Secret League or Stunty League team would you like to see Games Workshop adopt after Snotties? Well, I've got to say, Snotlings are absolutely key. But the cool thing about the secret teams is they're kind of... There we go, get the 2-die block on our Skaven Blitzer. It goes down, but armor holds. They kind of just explore the lore. I mean, from a team design point of view, the Elemental team that we're watching in the Lockdown Bowl is super cool. It's such a cool team. I've never even considered it. But I would like to see Games Workshop look at some of the alternate builds for the teams we've already got and the models we've already got. Croxagore builds. I know we don't have a Croxagore yet, technically. You know, Skink teams, just some other teams they could explore without having to release a huge amount of models. They could do a lot of great stuff. How about you? What do you guys want to see from a silly team point of view? Extrabeard says, Godsend, it was a great bounce. It was a great kick for us. Extrabeard says, the best Skaven position, technically, is the dead and injured box. There's a chance we're going to see some of that. Oh, and double skulls from our opponent. Oh, they're already burning a reroll. This is awfully bad luck. Hey, Chris McLeod, how are you? How's your apocalypse? Okay, so we got real lucky with absolutely everything that happened there. So lineman is with the mummy here. So can we find a way to blitz our way out? We can stand him up and blitz through here. I do like the idea of blitzing with my storm vermin though. So if we... That's going to be 1 dice. I want to free him up. He's probably trapped. He's probably trapped. We've got a storm vermin here. How far can he go? Not all that far. So if we put this dude there, it's going to absolutely get in the way of movement. Might not be. Might not. I've got a plan here. Can he get through? He can't. So he's going to blitz him. Let's see if we can't free some kind of movement channel. It's a POW. Let's pop him down there. And we'll follow up. We'll see if we've got some movement left over to tag those ghouls in place. I'm not sure we're going to get much better than that. So we should be able to run up and round now with the gutters. So because of the positioning, we should be able to move his buddies almost into exactly the same position. Now I think, let's not throw the ball, let's go up here. So yeah, we're going to have to short him, and I think this guy's going to need to go for it to get to where we want him to go. So preparing for the inevitable go for it fail, we're going to move this storm vermin into position against the ghoul, just to make the most of, just to make those dodge rolls happen. Actually, talking of dodge rolls, it might be it might be better for us to dodge through one tackle zone rather than take the go for it. So let's try that. Alright, the escape. So the side cage up on the right hand side. We've got the line here pretty much gummed in. There's not a huge amount we can do, so we can take a 1 die here. I don't think we're going to bother. I think we might actually be better off dodging away. Okay, we do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go tag that ghoul again. I mean, ghouls can escape. There's not really a lot stopping them. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. That is a pretty decent turn 3 for the Never Bay Nightmares. And back into chat. Pro Halflings, maybe as leprechauns. Yeah, Pro Halflings roster is brilliant. It's such good fun. And have you seen the leprechaun 3D print Kickstarter that's going on? I know that Mr. Triplo, Ian, is a massive fan of it. Matt's BBL says, Nuffle's punishing me for not doing enough painting today. Well, I haven't done a lot of painting recently. I think if I get a chance, I'll do some painting tonight. Finish off my giant, maybe. Chris says, currently working on my halfling team. Oh, brilliant. The halfling minis are great. What are you using for trees, Chris? Expert Beard asked a very good question. Matt's what's on, or what should be on the painting table. The main thing is my Undead Chainsaw Star. Oh, I saw that. A bit of conversion work is absolutely awesome. There's a couple of good star players in the Punga Kickstarter that's ending tomorrow, including the Dwarf Skeleton. I think I'm going to have to back it just for the stars. Okay, so we get 2 dice on our guy here. It's just a push. He's going to farm it off into the other mummy for another dot. There you go. There's the explosions. Our guy goes down. We get a cutscene, so that's bad. He's only stunned. We got away with that. And 2 dice over here. Skull and both down. Going to take the both down. And we get away with it. Okay, so first thing we do is look to see if we have any profitable blocks at all. And this guy here, who is our Storm Vermin, does in fact have a 2 dice on the ghoul that we are going to take. And we're going to have to take just to see if we can't. Let's stay in place. Get a cutscene. Ghoul is knocked out. Let's skip that. So we've still got a little gutter runner hiding in the backfield. I don't think... I suppose I can. Let's put a guy here. We'll take another 2 die block on a ghoul here. 2 dice. We get another POW on the ghoul. Let's drop him down. Follow up. He's fine. As tempting as it is to follow the rules and get a foul, I think we're going to go in for the quick score again. Our opponent's going to receive the ball twice. But with a 2-0 lead, we're looking for one more defense. One more big defensive play to stall him out. Let him 1 touchdown in. He is going to have 5 turns to score. And I was pretty happy with that defense. Let me just check. We haven't... The AI hasn't just popped in a couple of our Storm Vermin. So let's put wide. Let's actually force these rolls now. And we'll have the gutters more centralised. And we'll see if we can't get a good kick. Chris says, I've been using Corneth Hunter and a spare Lord of the Rings Ent with half the legs cut off. Oh, that's actually a great idea. I've got the full Ent and it is absolutely massive. Probably more suited to a giant than a tree man, but it was for my wood elf team. So you needed 1, and to make a point of having a giant model, I was probably led astray by Joe Solo, who I know you know, Chris. He likes his big models. Matt's BBL 2-0 by turn 4. Yep, I've been very lucky so far with the Skaven. And of course, Big Mac Milt. Oh, right. So we're going to go. It's still raining. So we'll just do a safe kick into the middle. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? That is horrific. Another blitz. Big Mac Milt says, I'd like to hope the Snotlings are a sign of things to come. Maybe some more minor races. Fimmer. Or a ghostly team. Now Milton is the ethereal expert. Milton, there is an ethereal team going on in the fumble. Do we want to blitz out, actually? We'll blitz out. In the fumble championship at the moment. The Lockdown Bowl. I watched the game yesterday. And it was very cool to see. It was Steven was running him against the ethereal team. We'll take the POW. We'll pop him there. We are going to follow up. Oh, it's a cutscene. Alright. And we have got the movement to tag that ghoul in place inside. So, we've got a gutter that can make it into the ball square. On a 2+, go for it. Let's just get in the way. Alright. It's going to be a negative to a catch, so I can't imagine we're going to have a huge amount of luck there. But we're going to chuck another guy there. Can he get the dodge? Gets the dodge. And stacks it against the ball carrier. So we've got a lineman here. And we've got another gutter. And the gutter can take one dodge to get on the corner of the ghoul as well. And we're going to use these guys here to hopefully... Can we run down? We can run down. So we can tag that ghoul in place. I don't know how effective that's going to be, given that the ghoul is edge 3 with dodge. But we can try. And we're going to use this guy to tag the white in place. We've got this last gutter. We've got two choices with the gutter. We can run him up to here. We can run him up to here. I think if we go here, let's go all out. Let's go all out. We've got one dodge to make. He goes down. Hey, we've been incredibly lucky so far, so I can't complain. So let's have a look at chat. You should not listen to Joe, says Chris. Oh, well, yeah. It was Joe's turnout for Bonehead, for Beachhead, where he had 4, 5, 75 giant dudes. And I mean giant. They were almost the same size as Action Man. It was pretty impressive. And we've got a failed dodge here from a white. Yeah, Matt, it was you. It's because you've got like 2 different names, I get confused. So, 2 die block on the gutter. There we go. We've got a gutter out. Apothecary, how bad is it going to be? He can be dead or he can be in reserves. So let's put him in reserves. There we go. That's what your Apothecary is doing. And the white levels up. That was a fair trade. So, Matt, what did you think of the ethereal and elemental teams in your game? I did give you the advantage. I expected you to pull the win out there. But obviously it was a draw. It was a tight game. You played very well at the end. Not to stretch it out. Not to go too wide. Elementals aren't quite online until they get dodge. Yeah, the air elementals, once they get dodge, will be pretty awesome. Excuse me. That team is definitely a team I'd love to see in model format. Okay, so what are we going to see happen here? Ethereal and Stabby and Hypno. Oh, Steven used Hypno so well. I always forget that that's even a rule. Okay, we've got a dodge pow against the gutter, knocking him away from the ball. Are we going to see this ghoul bounce back and try go for the clean pickup in the rain? He gets the dodge. Just going to guard the ball, or is he going to go for it? 4+ to get the ball. Now, 4+ to get the ball would be pretty big. And we've got a double skull block here from the mummy again. These mummies are not performing this game. Not sure if our opponent has used his rerolls this turn. Looks like he has. Double skull. So the ball is open. And I'm trying to think of a good way to do anything. Do it. So we can get a 1 die here. Which isn't really going to do a huge amount. So let's make some good decisions first. We're going to pop this thrower on that player. Can we do anything great? Right, with a single go for it, we can get a good blitz. Let's take the chance. So, can we get the 2+ go for it? We can. Now, we can blitz in with this lineman on the ghoul. 2 dice. And see if we can't pop the ball out. We get that. So he has got dodge. So we can take it, pop it on the ball. It gives everybody a chance to pick it up. Let's follow up and see what carnage ensues. Okay, the white fumbles the ball and now it's out into 2 tackle zones instead of 1. And 2 tackle zones in the rain is certainly not a certainty. So that is going to be a 3, 4, 5+ pickup roll here. Do we have better options? We want to stop them from scoring, so I think we're going to risk a dodge with a guy who should not be dodging, but gets away with it. And we are just going to put him right on the ball. So we're going to put him here so he's not actually in any tackle zones. Okay, what we should be doing is looking to dodge away these gutters. I am real tempted to dodge this guy away instead. Okay, we get it. That was incredibly lucky. Now we can put the guy on the ball as well. And what do we do? Do we take the play? Let's dodge our gutter away and let's put him there. Now we can't really get onto the ball without dodging into many zones. So we can try a 1 die here. That seems very reckless. 1 dice with a gutter runner. Or do we make them make the plays? Let's try and dodge away with this guy. Alright, that might actually be able to turn this block into something a bit stronger. And we'll see if we have to burn the reroll on the go for it. We get away with that as well. Now we get 2 dice. Probably should have blitzed. Let's pop him down. We'll pop him there. And we will just follow up. We got 4 tackle zones on the ball here. And you, my friend, escape. He does so. Which I'm okay with. He can just hang there and not die, hopefully. So we're getting some pretty lucky plays here with our Skaven. 2 blitzes is almost completely unfair. But we have had a gutter runner murdered. But thanks to the apothecary, they put him back together again and he got away with it. Right, what are we going to see from our opponent? That is an absolute scrum. Teddy RJ, so who would you expect to see win lockdown? I think one of the dwarf teams stand a good chance. I'll be right with you, Rob. We're about to see a mummy blitz a gutter runner with 75 block dice. Just the 2, we get the dodge star. Onto the ball maybe to scatter it up, but we've got more tackle zones. It's onto the ball. The ball comes loose and goes into 4 Skaven tackle zones. That is absolutely horrific luck. Yeah, Rob, I would like to see... Oh, 2 die block on a gutter. Gutter goes down. I'd like to see one of the secret teams win it. I think we have yet to see the 4 Nations team play a game. I think they can be quite potent. The Nippon team with the ninjas did real good, scoring that 4-2 win on the very first game, I think, against the Sea Elves. I think Nippon could be great. Dwarves do have the skill, but if you're doing Swiss pairing, then they're going to be in against some of the bigger teams. And I don't think there's that much dodge, so I think you'll see the Dwarves get left behind a little bit. I'm going to say Nippon. It depends. Are you going to see Are you going to do the draw on Thursday, Rob? Once the game's done tomorrow night. So, hopefully, if I'm home from work in time, I'll be able to cast that fumble game tomorrow night. Because I want to watch it. And I'd like to share it with you guys. And that'll be the last game of the round, at which point we'll be able to see the leaderboard and we can start seeing some of the potential matchups of round 2, and then I get to start writing another round breakdown. Okay, 1 die block here. It's push. That ball is just not getting picked up this test half, I don't think. It's just so many tackle zones. It's just absolute carnage here. So we've got a spare guy here, and we've got a guy here. So if he's tagging these 2, so he should have a 2 die block on the ghoul. So let's go for that. We get the POW, drops him there. We will follow in and we'll just keep putting those. Okay, just keep farming the advantage. We've got a gutter here. We've got a mummy there. That mummy is going to start melting gutter runners, I think. That is definitely something we have to be conscious of. There's 1, 2, 3 enemy tackle zones on the ball. And he is blocking everywhere bad at the moment. They're all blocking everywhere bad. Is there anything we can do to help with that? Can we go round to the side here? Because if I can block one guy away, I might be able to do something distinctly Skaven with my gutter runners. Right, we'll get a POW. We'll drop him there. We're going to stay the heck on the ball. We get a cutscene. We've got a knockout. doing round breakdowns for LD Ball. I'll do another one. Yeah, I did one for the first round, but I didn't have a lot of time in between the rounds, so I didn't really get a good opportunity to. We can tag this guy in there because I like to. I love it for the NFL. I love seeing pundits guess who's gonna win a round and things like that. I think it's really good fun. Do we just take a 1 die here? Risk the reroll burn. Let's go for it. So both down. Let's take it. Alright, we stun the ghoul and pass it over. Rob, as soon as that match is over, I can do the pairing. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And then if the matches don't go live till Friday, that gives me a whole day to write up my match predictions. Never punished. No, get away with it on that turn. I got punished on Sunday. Right, 3 die block against the gutter. It's a natural POW. Here comes the mighty blow. Are we down another gutter? Just stunned. This is a real hurty grind here. We're going to have to weather a couple more turns before we... maybe one more turn before we disengage. The ghouls have got a long way to go here. So where is the primary scoring threat? This white here, I think. We get a mummy blitz on a lineman. 2 dice, natural POW. So he's going down. That ball is just not going anywhere in the rain, is it? Doesn't break the armor, so we get away with it for that round. Okay, we've got a white moving in onto the ball for a 6+. I like that. Again, another tackle zone on the ball. Just going to make it real difficult for either side to get hold of it. Right, ghoul is up and round makes the dodge away. And we've got a 2 die block with a white. So it's a POW. This is going on the ball. It's time to move the ball. And it's a cutscene and he's knocked out. We do have a keg. So let's skip that. And the ball, where is the ball? The ball lands on the white. So our opponent's going to have 2 turns. You should do a roundup short video match of the day style. That is a very cool idea, Rob. I can do that on Thursday. I'm probably not going to have time tomorrow night. What am I recording Thursday? I'm doing something Thursday. Oh, I'm doing episode 2 and 3 of Roster Rumble on Thursday. We're going to see a foul here on a gutter. He's okay. Or was that a lineman? No, it was a gutter. Oh, I see. Okay, so the ball is in the hands of a player at last. And we can get a 1 die block on him. That is all. So, that is a lineman. Your job is to stand up. We are going to take that 1 die block right now. Because there's no way to get any more 1 dice. It's a both down. Which literally does nothing here. So I think we'll take the nothing. We'll take the nothing. That's a gutter. He's going to stay on the ground. I know it's likely he's going to get fouled to oblivion. What we need to do is try and stop our opponent from scoring. Who knew? So you're going to go there. Let's swing you around. That white and that ghoul are probably going to be the scoring combo. That's a lineman as well. You stand up. Matt says that white's been making 6+ ball moves his whole career. Intercepts against elves and scatters in the rain. What a champ. I love it when players get identities like that. It's just so much fun. Things that aren't fun are losing gutters. So let's move him out. And we're going to bring the gutter back. And the reason we're going to bring the gutter back is if we get a breakaway, I want to have a way to stall lineman, dude, mummy. That's just all kinds of bad, really. So we haven't used the reroll yet, so let's attempt to dodge. And we will put the guy there. Again, we're just going to try and force some rolls by our opponent. We've got a gutter on the ground. We've got another gutter. I've got a lineman. Do we get the lineman up? We get the lineman up. Let's take it in the face from the mummy. This gutter is... going to be forced to make some real bad rolls. So let's give it a go. We've got dodge. What's the worst that can happen? Gets away with that one. And can he jump into the open field? No. Makes it into 2 tackle zones. But burns it into the open field. Let's take the reroll. It's turn 7. We've got enough. And again, we are just going to flee in Skaven style back down the pitch to see if we can't stop that score. And unfortunately, everybody else is on the ground. That's all we can do. So Rob thinks Dwarves are going to win Lockdown Bowl. There's a lot of dodge teams, but when you do Swiss pairing, it doesn't matter so much because... Oh, we get a huge hit in here on a lineman? Is it the lineman? It was just the lineman. That's the Storm Vermin, and he is down. Sounds like regular Skaven. Yep. That's the cool thing about Underworld, is that it's underpowered Skaven. Everyone's on the floor. Yeah. Where are we going? We're going here. With the white punches our guy in the head. He is stunned. Stunned is fine. You pay for check. You pay for touchdowns with the bodies of your teammates. Okay, lineman is getting smashed into the ground by a ghoul. SPP hunting there, and we're going to see a blitz here to free up a running lane on the left hand side or down the middle. Okay, that ghoul is going to need to make some die rolls, I think. And there's the other ghoul coming down to protect the ball. Now, it's turn 7, so our opponent cannot score here, but what they are doing is making progress and stopping us from being able to get another defensive touchdown. Now, what we're going to have to do on our turn 8 is just see if there are any good strikes to make. Looks like we could see another foul coming in on a Storm Vermin. Or possibly another lineman. Those seem like risky plays. I mean, you can foul with a zombie all you like, so we get a dodge away with the ghoul. And a 2-die block here against our thrower. Okay, it's a POW. But he's only prone, so it's fine. So actually that takes away one more player to die. We're going to see a 1-die block here up here from the skeleton. Nope, it's a turn pass. So essentially we get 1 attack. And this guy is a Storm Vermin, so let's see how far he can go. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and go for it blitz onto the ghoul. You are a thrower. Thrower's going to dodge away, and he's going to be our extra tackle zone if he makes the dodge, which he does. So let's put him there. And we'll blitz eventually. But for now, we're just going to move the gutters. In true Skaven fashion. The heck away from death. And then we'll take the block here with the Storm Vermin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go for it for the blitz. We've not used the reroll. Let's see how we do. We get it, and we can both down. Pop the ghoul on the ground. That lineman's going to get hurt. That Storm Vermin's going to get hurt. Not a lot we can do about it. What have we got here? We've got another gutter. He's going to run over here. And this guy is a lineman on a skeleton. Let's take the 1-die block because we've got the reroll to burn. We'll take a little push. We'll pop him there and we'll leave him out in the open. And we'll go with that for our turn 8. Pretty successful turn. We've disengaged. We got a good blitz on the ghoul, which is always worth a shot at your opponent's skilled positions. Any bit of extra removal here would be huge for us, so it seemed like a good punt. And here's going to be the counter smash. It's a double skull again from the mummy. That mummy, Ned Stark. He's just Sean Beaning all over the place. There we go. Takes the push on the Storm Vermin. Gonna go for a glory SPP. He gets it, even in the rain. No, he doesn't get it in the rain. To Mummy thinks skulls are normal. Height of the fashion. That's a very Games Workshop thing to say. Skulls everywhere. Have we had a skull pitch yet? I know there's been skulls on the pitches, but I don't know if we've had a skull theme pitch. We've had Undead and we've had Chaos, so those seem like the most obvious. Right, so we are in defense again. Lineman on the line. Lineman on the line. Lineman on the line, and we've gone with the same defense here. It leaves us a bit... yep, that's fine. We'll go with that. And it's still raining. This is like where we roll changing weather and go into a blizzard now, just to make it even worse. Matt says, I'm developing a fear of rats. I've been very lucky this game. I think this is like my compensation pick for Sunday. Let's carry on with this. Right, so our opponent is down one player, which is a zombie, so that's not bad. Really completely unaffected. And we are also in a good spot with the full lineup on the pitch. It's still raining, so I'm still happy with the centre kick. Let's not try anything risky. Let's keep the throw a rock. Ned Stark and Trice Creep go down. Ned Stark is injured. What is this, Matt? This is horrific. How bad is he injured? What's going on? Oh my god, that's... Oh man, I'm sorry. That one wasn't me. He regens, you're all good. But we do have a knocked out... and it's a touchback. That was a very strange kickoff. So we're down to Storm Vermin. Our opponent is down to Mummy, and they get to start with the ball. And I'm going to assume this is a white job, maybe? Ghoul in the backfield gets the ball. This has been a proper game of Blood Bowl. This has been a proper game. 2 tier 1 teams and some tier 5 rolls. Failed dodges, deaths, blitzes. It's been carnage. And it's only the beginning of the second half. So plenty of Blood Bowl left to play. Alright. We're seeing a solid cage being formed here by our opponent. So we have a choice. We can disengage. There is a tactic here that is very Skaven. It's not what I'm going to do, but we could just disengage and let them score. Our opponent needs to hurry to try and get a defensive touchdown. But while controlling the ball, they control the speed of the half. So 2-die block on a lineman here. Dodge star. He goes down. And he takes a nap. He's only stunned. It's okay. So the quicker our opponent scores, the less damage they can do. And the quicker we get our knocked out player back. But also, the more time they have to score that second touchdown to get the equaliser. Mummy, 2-die. Pow star on the lineman. Cutscene. Stunned again. We've been lucky so far. And it's going to be a blitz on a gutter, which would leave the corner open. I was going to say that seems bold. Bold strategy, Cotton. So, this is now our weak side where we've lost that Storm Vermin. So, what we can do is we can go ghoul hunting this side and then sweep in and just flood the back of the cage. I'm actually up for that. So, let's pop you there and then we'll ghoul hunt with the Storm Vermin on the corner square. So, 2 dice. On the ghoul, he's got dodge, but he doesn't have block. Ghoul goes down and he is stunned. We can swing that. No, we can't. Let's not. Let's just bring him back. Let's bring him back. Hey, Gareth just joined. How's the game going? Better than our game on Sunday for you, I hope. Are you having as much fun? The game is going better. I'm not having quite as much absurd fun. I will give you that. Our Sunday game was incredible. So we have choices to make here. We're gonna we're going to fold our defense onto this side. And we're going to put one roadblock in the way there. Because we've got gutters here, we're just going to spread the defense in the backfield. We're going to swing this guy round here. Not as bait, just as annoyance. And we're going to try and dodge away with the lineman. He fails. So our dodge is not going quite as well this half. Can we get it on the reroll? We cannot. We burn the reroll and we burn the lineman. But that isn't too bad. Now Gareth turned up and we failed a dodge roll. I'm just putting 2 and 2 together here. So Gareth was my opponent in the lockdown bowl. 2-die block. It's a push against the thrower from the mummy. And he was running a skink team on Sunday. The video will be up later on tonight. Awesome game. Like, really fun teams. I made some bad plays. And Nuffle piled on. But Gareth played really well. And it's a really fun team as well. The skink team is really fun. The Croxagore team, really. 4 Croxes. May even be able to take up to 6. I'm not sure on the build, but 4 Croxagores is brilliant. Gareth had some awful turns with Bonehead, though. It was a little You're fine. You had some absolute garbage Bonehead rolls for a couple of turns. And I didn't get a chance to capitalise. And I'm looking forward. I cannot wait to see you in the next round. Because I don't think you're in a bad spot on the leaderboard. I have a cheeky look, actually. Let's go there. Okay, turn 10. Then we'll have a look. We'll have a look in a moment. Apart from lots of Bonehead, you had a ton of Bonehead results. So we've got a cage going on. Lyman's going to tag the corner. We've got the possibility of some blocks here. Ghoul there. Ghouls are fun to punch. We've got gutters. Alright, let's do some things. Do we blitz here? I think we do. Let's blitz the zombie. I'll take the push. That's all I want. We'll pop him there. We won't follow. We'll just tag there. That lineman's just going to stand. And then these players that we had in the backfield, that ghoul is down on the ground. Real tempted to foul him, but I think instead what we're going to do is we're going to bring him back down here. And tag that corner with a go for it that we are probably going to fail. I've got a feeling now. We get away with that one as well. So this gutter, though I did very much like having him in the backfield, I think is going to bait that mummy. And this storm vermin we want in now. How far can we get in? We can't tag the edge of the court, edge of the cage, so we're going to chuck him in to there. Gareth says, yep, first thanks to the 6 cash. Yes, +8 modifier. So I think it might be Dark Elves for you next. If it's Dwarves, that could be a tough matchup. Right, it's time to fail another dodge roll here. We get away with it. And we are going to tag that end of the cage. And again, we're just bringing Skaven harassment here. You're going to go there because you've got no SPP. That ghoul is going to make a break for it. And the angle is going to come from here. So you're going to go there. We've got decent tackle zones there. And this last gunner is going to go there and force some rolls by our opponent. He's going to have to fight his way through. There's a couple of vulnerabilities, but it's going to force them to roll some dice. Feeding rats to Mighty Bloke, that's fine. He lies convincingly, I hope. 2-die block, it's a push, and off back to the mummy he goes. That's what the rats are here to do. Dying for the touchdowns. Looking like it could be a lizard off against Morpheus. Oh, that could be very interesting. So Pow Star. Throw goes down. Armor holds. We escape a little bit there. Lockdown bow. And it's a block. It's 2 dice and it's 2 pushes. So, tournaments. Let's have a look. So, get your crocs out from Widram. That's Gareth. Is Skink and Lizardman Morpheus. Lizardman from Morpheus is second at the moment. So, yeah, Lizardoff could be interesting. How do you feel about that matchup? So, bad block followed up by a reroll and then a push. Keeps our lineman in the fight for one more turn. Going to have to follow up with that mummy. We've got a decent dodge blitz there now. There you go. Good play. Good play. Well spotted. Okay. We've got the opportunity to take out a corner of this cage now and get onto the ghoul. Need to get leap on a gunner. We've got a wide ghoul here ready for the stretch play. 2 dice on the lineman. Pow Star takes him down and it's a armor break. He's only stunned. He's only stunned. We keep him on the pitch and that's going to be our turn. So we need to worry about this guy. And I think what we do is we just chuck a lineman in front of him. That's fine. That's fine for now. Like I said, we're just going to make sure that our opponent has to roll dice. Let's put the gutter on him as well. He's going to have to roll dice and now he's going to have to roll extra dice. So that's cool. If we can take this bull, how are we going to do it? We're going to do it like this. Throw it in there. And storm vermin round the edge. And unfortunately, we're going to have to chuck a lino on the ball there. Matt, long bomb to that far goal. Then it's just a pleasant walk into the end zone. Easy enough, right? I should have put that Skaven in a position to do the interception. So here we go. Let's swing him round. We'll take a blitz. 2 dice on the ghoul. Can we roll pows? Oh, those are not pows. What a lovely pair of coconuts. That's double skull into dodge star. So, ghoul goes there. We do have to follow up here. We've got to follow up. We've now got somebody on the ball carrier. We've got a lineman here that can make lots of bad plays. So I think we might be tempted to take that block a bit later on. We've got gutters. So this gutter is going to go. I don't know if there's a worse or better place. So let's pop him there. I like that gutter there, but I think we'll shuffle them over. And he'll go there. So there's going to be a blitz. We've kind of got like a semi-cage around there. Both scoring threats. Kind of tagged in place. And it's a free block on the lineman from the mummy. And it's both down or a push. It's going to be a push. And are we going to see a follow? Yeah. So that lineman is in a very bad spot. Because he has got a 2-die block coming next turn to pop him off the side of the pitch. 2 dice against the Skaven, and it is 2 push stars. So that guy's down, but he's not out. And we got a blitz here. 2 dice on the left-hand side from the white. On the thrower, he fails the dodge. Gonna have to see the reroll take that. And he fails the dodge again. And he's injured. Oh, Boromir, you did this last time. Boromir did this last game. I remember the name. What's up with Boromir? Badly hurt, so he's fine. Gareth says, little worried as he'll have Saurus as well as Crocs and Skink. Will be a good match. Got fumble match now. Have a good game. Gareth, let us know how you get on. I like your odds in the Lizard Off. I really do. So this guy here, happy for him to die. That's fine. These things happen when you're a Skaven. What can we do? What can we do? We can put a gutter there, take the block. We can blitz, but it's going to be a dodge blitz, which seems brave and or stupid. So let's just take a cheeky 2-die block here against the ghoul. I don't have block. We'll follow up. Who's this guy? That's a lineman. Let's try the lineman there, and we'll oust this ghoul. Make sure that the scoring threat on the other side is gone. And 2 dice. Push will stay in place. And push the ghoul into the crowd. And he is knocked out. Surf and turf for the undead. Okay, so we have got a block here. He's in a tackle zone. I do wish to blitz with this chap. So, gutter. On the corner. Not a great decision. Not a huge amount we can do. We'll take the POW. So, if we pop him there. And we follow. He's tagging him in place. We can actually get a double gutter. We can go 1 in there and then jump in with a gutter for +2. Or we can take the dodge blitz. If we fail the dodge blitz here, what happens? The white gets a good block. I think that's fine. I think we'll go for that there. Oh, I didn't blitz. I just moved. Oh, you muppet. Alright, so now we've got some choices. I think we just write off that action for now, I think. Who's that? That's a ghoul on the sideline. Now we can either blitz with this guy. Let's click him, let's blitz with him, and let's fail 2 dodge rolls. Go. Gets it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And blitzes this ghoul with 2 dice. See if we can't pop him out here. I am going to take the both down. I'm stunned. The ball comes out, and it is 1 tackle zone. However, that isn't going to be a tackle zone for very long. We will generally take the POW. Absolutely. So, bye-bye. He gets stomped. But he survives. Good boy. Okay, it is turn 13. Our opponent's got 4 turns to score. Double skull. Absolute garbage rolls here tonight. Gets the POW star. Experbeard in chat points out that the mummy did not double skull. No, the white did instead. Teddy RJ, have you seen the Red Nose Day Celebrity D&D? With which celebrity would you like to see? Would you like to see play Blood Bowl, and what would they play? So, that is a great question. I would love to see Day 9 play Blood Bowl. Sean Plott, he does. That plays a lot of magic. He does a lot of magic coverage as well. The double skulls rolled faster here than I can type. It's a bit like that this game. So Ghoul up here has the ball, and we are in some not brilliant positions here. We should probably do some stuff with some of these players. So that's a zombie, so I'm happy for you to just tag him in place. We're going to bring this alignment back as fast as he can. And we'll tag him in place as well. This gutter's going to come all the way back as well. To there. What about you, Rob? What celebrity would you like to see play? And how celebrity are we going here? I'd love to see an American football player play Blood Bowl. I think that would be very exciting. We could move the gutter in and then take the 2 die on the ghoul, but then that leaves a gutter on the sideline, which I feel is not good. So it might just be better for us to stand, maybe even bring him around to there. And then blitz with the Storm Vermin for 2 dice. Go for it. Just to push and force in, although I will take the POW star. We're going to follow up there. Pop him down, and this guy is going to jump out to there, because I think it's important that we keep that defense up. And we need to free up this guy as well. Although, do we just take the block? Let's take the gutter block here. Gets the POW, pops him down. We'll pop him up there and keep one guy free. And 1 die on the ghoul. it seems a little bit unfair. Who is that? That is a lineman. We're going to follow up, put a guy on the ball carrier. It may be the end of the thrower. He might get surfed, but we'll force the action here. So, Rob says, Brian Blessed, Dwarves versus Halfling Martin Freeman. That would be pretty amazing. Steve says, Tom Hanks playing Elf. I think Tom Hanks would be very good at this, although he is aging significantly. I'm glad he escaped from his illness, but I was genuinely worried for a bit. Big Mech Mill, Nick Cage playing Dwarves. Oh man, Nick Cage playing any kind of Blood Bowl I think would be really entertaining. Steve, Jeff Goldblum playing anything Chaos. Oh, I love Jeff. Sometimes when I get really excited at work, I channel my inner Jeff Goldblum. It's a 2-die block here, and the thrower is going into the ground, followed by a mummy's fist, and he is injured. So, this thrower is badly hurt. That's fine. That's fine. He's safe. We've already used the apothecary, so we're going to have to be real careful with our players now, because we've got a chance to lose them. Okay, it is turn 14. If we turn over the ball, we've got 3 turns to get another touchdown. We've got loads of gutters, so you're never really out when you've got gutters, although a 2-die block against a Storm Vermin, we get the advantage there thanks to the block skill. Okay, so what do we got? We got a guy out. Can we blitz the ball carrier? Can we get a gutter blitz in? One guy there. Swing another one round. Alright, lineman's going to stand up and just absolutely slow down this cage. This gutter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we can't. We can't get the blitz just yet. Samuel Jackson, Norse. I think it's really the guys who've got... It's the guys with great voices. Our opponents jumped in the chat saying, at this point there is no ball, only blood. That is a terrifying thing for any Skaven coach to hear. So how do we do good things here? We need to blitz the corner off. We've got any players loitering that we're happy to. Where's our block guy? This is our block guy. So if he goes there, we can blitz this guy off and onto the ball carrier using this lineman that I prepared earlier. We've got a gutter in support, so 2 dice. It's a double pow. It's good for us. Goes there. We have to follow up and just get on the ball carrier there. It's not ideal. We could take a 1 die here against the white. It's actually quite tempting as well. So we're going to deploy this gutter here. Again, just gumming up this running lane here. You are going to run round to there to get the extra assist if this doesn't go wrong. And this gutter's going to stay free for now. Let's take a 2 die. Hopefully all we're after is a push. So, if we re-roll it, what happens? Nothing great. So let's just take the bounce off. Let's try and punch this guy down. Push. Let's free him up there. And we're going to stay in place because we want to use our numbers better than they can use theirs. That's going to be a tough running lane. That's going to be a tough running lane. Gutter in the backfield. Yes, there's a chance at a mummy blitz, but I think the mummy's going to hit him, and then this guy's going to hit him. So that will do it for our turn 14. And we're still piling the pressure on. Morgan Freeman Wood Elves. Expertbeard says the undead want a long-tailed zombie. They are due one. They are due one. So 2 dice here. It's both down, and the lineman goes down. Oh, it's the mummy again. The mummy has just been awful this game. They are supposed to be one of the top 3 big guys of the game, and they are just absolutely wrecking our opponent's game plan. Absolutely awful. Ancient Khemri curse on those 2. I think so. Mummy needs to be fired. I think I can see Matt being tempted to do that right now. Can we get this guy up round here to get an extra support? We got one dodge to make. Okay, we get it. Let's take the block. Power Star. We're going to re-roll that for glory. Power Star again. Let's tuck him in to there. We'll follow up. So how can we profit on this? 2 dice there. Take the POW. And let's just chuck this ghoul out to the side. Let's follow up again. Although we're going to end up next to the mummy. That's probably fine right now. We can still blitz. We can blitz a guy. We can blitz a guy. Let's stand this lineman up. Have we blitzed? I feel like we've already blitzed. We actually haven't blitzed. So what can we do? Can we do anything cool? That is a long way around, isn't it? That is a very long way around. We can put a guy there. The mummy is harmless. Mummy has been very ineffective this game. It's been quite wonderful. Right, here's an idea. Let's take the block on the ghoul there. Oh, he's already gone. Oh, that was a terrible idea. Let's dodge out again. Terrible idea, Ben. Pay attention. We can blitz that guy away. We can blitz 2 die up with a gutter. Can we get a 3rd one in? We can't. But just in case, let's take this gutter and chuck him in the mix. Shouldn't have hired him. Do we go 2 die up blitz? No, we've used our reroll, so we are just going to hang tight with that gutter there. And I do feel like we should take a blitz. And I think this is going to be it. He's going to end up in a bad spot, and the mummy's going to be able to blitz him off the pitch. And he fails to go for it anyway, so... The luck came back around. The luck came back around there, but that's okay. We've still got the Undead team penned in here. It's turn 16. I can see a pass attempt to the zombie, but the zombie does not have the movement to pull it off. This gutter doesn't have it. It's going to be a 15 dice block from the mummy on the gutter. With a 2+, go for it. For carnage. Okay. It's the mummy blitz. It's all the stars. Gutter takes a hit. Alright. Get away with it. And it is now just a case of our opponent trying to find ways to get really profitable blocks on us. Excuse me. Alright. There's still some chances. It's a push and a skull. I didn't take wrestle on my gutter. I took block, and I kind of fancy a wrestle piece right now. So that rat is getting punched in the face there, real hard, and knocks him out. Knocks him right out, and then. Is there a way for us to take this ball away next turn? I don't think there really is. I do kind of want to try though. So we can try 2 dice here. Push is fine. We'll drop him there. And we will follow up. And this guy is 1 dying. Both down, don't have block. That's the end of that. But we did get really lucky in the first half. Double blitz. And then a throw a rock or to take out our opponent's mummy, gave us that strength advantage to just hold him down and in place and just bleed him dry of a touchdown. Good game, Matt. Thank you very much. That was a bit of a hooning. So we get a 3 on winnings. I think we have to take the reroll because it's a 3. We get a 4. So there you go. We get an extra 10k. We can now afford to buy an extra lineman. So let's check out the die rolls. Yeah, we actually rolled more 1s. But we rolled way more 6s. So that was a good game in the Bonehead Podcast League. Let's have a look at how our team stands now. We've got at least 1 level up. It's just the 1 level up. So who got the MVP? I think it was this guy, actually. He did, and I think he earned it, actually. I think he got his touchdown. So let's take the level up. Roll the dice. It's a 9. So I did just say that I was missing a wrestle piece. I kind of like to wait and see if somebody gets stat up first. But if we take wrestle on this guy, he can be our ball sacker until we get a blitzer. So I'll take wrestle. And I like scoring with Skaven. So I'm going to take a lineman now. I'm going to take a lineman and then we'll wait a little bit before we get the rat ogre. I think we got time. We've got time. It's only our second match. Only our second match with the Skaven team. So I am going to wrap up the video for YouTube here. Thank you very much for watching.